Nice opinion. Just one tiny problem with it. Inspecting your post, it looks like your opinion is different from mine. Let me tell you something. I am the baseline for opinions. Any opinion I hold is objectively correct, and as a result, any other opinions are wrong. Guess what? You happen to hold a wrong one. I hope you know that your opinion is now illegal. I have contacted the FBI, the CIA, the NSA, the Navy SEALs, Secret Service, and your mom. You'll be sorry you ever shared your opinions. By the time you're reading this, you'll be done for. Nature will punish you. Humanity will punish you. Supernatural beings will punish you. Space will punish you. We decided just to make sure we'll nuke your house from orbit, so there's no chance you can run away. Everyone will know you will die. It's a small price to pay to remove your wrong opinion from this world.
Welcome to the Blizzard Arena.
And the quest for a champion begins today.
The anticipation has been building, and it is finally time. We are live.
Are you ready?
That is a really...
Can you get over the roof there?
Oh my.
Oh my, what a play, what a grab!
Another jump here on the high ground. Super goes forward, but gets stuck up. The EMP comes in, and ding, he rains down hell from above.
Here comes Pine. Gets one, gets two. Looking for a bit more, gets another one.
Tuno's down again. That heralds disaster generally for the Fusion, and Carpe wasn't far behind. Prophet, he's killed 4 players now on his own.
From Vancouver, locks him in the sound barrier. Sound is huge. The bomb coming in from China. Oh my God, he does it again.
Flutter now moving onto the Widowmaker, taking the clutch into his own hands. The headshot, and the headshot, and the headshot.
Nice opinion. Just one tiny problem with it. Inspecting your post, it looks like your opinion is different from Let me tell you something. I am the baseline for opinions. Any opinion I hold is objectively correct, and as a result, any other opinions are wrong. Guess what? You happen to hold a wrong one. I hope you know that your opinion is now illegal. I have contacted the FBI, the CIA, the NSA, the Navy SEALs, Secret Service, and your mom. You'll be sorry you ever shared your opinions. By the time you're reading this, you'll be done for. Nature will punish you. Humanity will punish you. Supernatural beings will punish you. Space will punish you. We decided just to make sure we'll nuke your house from orbit, so there's no chance you can run away. Everyone will know you will die. It's a small price to pay to remove your wrong opinion from this world.
Gets one, gets two. Looking for a bit more, gets...
Welcome to the Blizzard Arena.
And the quest for a champion begins today.
The anticipation has been building, and it is finally time. We are live.
Are you ready?
That is a really.
Can you get over the roof there? Oh my.
Oh my, what a play, what a grab!
Another jump here on high ground. Super goes forward, but gets stuck up. The EMP comes in, and ding, he rains down hell from above.
Here come Pine. Gets one, gets two. Looking for a bit more, gets another one.
Tuno's down again. That heralds disaster generally with a fusion, and Carpe wasn't far behind. Prophet, he's killed 4 players now on his own.
From Vancouver, locks him in the sound barrier. Sound bomb coming from Gina. Oh my God, he does it again.
Flutter now moving onto the Widowmaker, taking the clutch into his own hands. The headshot after headshot after headshot.
Okay, I like this for the Gladiators. We're gonna try and circle around. I'm gonna call this the merry-go-round because it makes me laugh. Makes me happy, and Shotball switches to the Widowmaker at just the right time. Oh, the Raven!
I'm the best person in the world.
Oh my word!
I mean, you could have told me that you spoke English, honestly.
The fans never thought they'd see this day. It took 43 matches. Feels like a really emotional moment here.
And now we can do it. Apologize for the delay. I had a buffer happen where I wasn't able to, but no one's watching, but you know. Anyway, we're going to go over 3 things. Which is, well, obviously, Disney and Gina. The DragonAge and maybe asmongold screw up, or sad affair, whatever. So we're going to start with Gina Carano's announcement. It's actually... Wait, they actually have it in here probably. So, Gina Carano got another big win against Walt Disney Company and Lucasfilm as Judge Shilin Peace Garnett rejected Disney's request to block Discovery as it appealed its failed motion to dismiss to the Ninth Court. Gina Carano shared the victory on X after the judge denied requests to dismiss my case. Request permission to immediately appeal the decision of the Ninth Court. Appeals and delay all discovery while that appeal takes place. Yesterday, the 16th of October 2024, we learned that the judge denied Disney's usual request. I'm obviously very pleased with it. Forward and into discovery. Real that while I wish it was not necessary, as it is not my desire to begin this battle on court, I will not shrink away from it because it is uncomfortable. Included again, thanks to all, and then she put the court image or picture. Yeah. Okay, let's move on. That. Then after a brutal 3.5 years, given the opportunity to move forward in the court long before the judge may. Okay. Yeah, so she's being able to basic. I mean, I can just pedal off because no one's in here. Yada yada yada. Okay, whatever. Now we're gonna talk about the DragonAge leaks. Alright, why beginning? I'll let DragonAge Vilgar playtester broke because NDH real why. How the Ultra World game really is the beginning with the fact that the Canary comparison Tash revealed a non-binary. I saw that video. I mean, I didn't watch it though. The PlayStation version mixed with YouTuber Nerd and became attached. She told me that I am a non-binary person. How the hell this game in DS would have a word non-binary? She said that I don't like men. Just like that. Okay. From there, he discussed romance options available in the game that imply that they are gender locked. So if you choose male pronouns, you can only romance 2 female characters that are the dwarf, Harding, and the female mage. However, if you choose non-binary as a pronoun option, you can romance all the characters. Regarding the pronouns you do, of course there is a pronoun. They shove it in your throat just like Starfield, same thing. Again, Az was right. He has been right from the beginning. So, as far as the game story described, it is baffling. He then went to point to Solast's role. They put him on the side. He basically in a fade. Basically, we will walk him every now and then, and that's it. And at the end of the game, there is something that is going to happen. Next, he stated that there are 2 elf gods. One of them, Gillinan, and will make another dark-spoken, and the other one, Elganan. So, he was going to take the elves and basically enslave them. Again, something like that. He noted that it was just a disappointment after disappointment. He also shared that the ending for the game are drastically different from each other, but the rest of the gameplay is not all that different. He just explained you have the reputation system like in Origins. If you have a good relationship with bell jumpers, they will help you out. And you can pursue the ending on that front. And if you do this, it will go this way, but it's all based on either you can redeem Solus or you're going to end him, and that's it. Noted, it's a Dramedy all over again. It's not looking too good. As far as how the Inquisitor affects the game, he basically doesn't do anything. He's just going to give you a constellation of how to defeat the Elven God because he got help in the Inquisition. And he basically lends your support. Either he'll give you the support of the Inquisition, but it depends if the Inquisition is disabled. It's going to be a show because the Elven God will do very nasty. All the Inquisition are corrupted. Yeah, as far as the origin of the player base, Rook, he revealed that the characters were recruited by Varric in a bar. He shared Rook, the characters, he's just a guy. They found him in a bar. That's it. Varric and the Arding were in a bar. They said, oh, it's this guy. They say, no, he doesn't look. Oh, is it this guy maybe? No, this guy, yeah, I think he's going to be a good guy. Evan faded the entire Thetis on his hands. Drinking in the bar, and that's it. They took him, he said. Stated. Next, he shared how his feedback was not even passed along to the developers at BioWare. While recalling an interaction with his manager, he said, how about I give you a very comprehensive feedback so you can give it to devs and that come from a DragonAge fan, he said. Yes, I would like to do that, but no promises. So I sent it to him, and I wrote it down because he said, hey, you need to write it in our computers. You cannot write it down on your personal computer. So I read it there and everything. I showed to him. He said, looked at it. He said, this is very good. Unfortunately, I cannot send it to them. He then explained why. I asked him what's the reason. He said, this is very good feedback, but I cannot because I was going in like every single character. I even told them that what is non-binary in the universe? How does this world travel through time and space? From there, he discussed that the Grey Warden Darwin, and he has no knowledge of the Grey Wardens. He had no idea about anything for the Grey Warden. He's basically a scout in the Grey Wardens. He didn't finish his training. He continued. He was the one that decided entire Grey Warden once again. And he has nobody. As for why he is the character who gets make his choice, the playtester alleged because he has a different skin tone. He then described gameplay in the Fade as a walking simulator that features a couple fetching quests and taking stuff here and there, and that's it. This alleged playtester also shared that Morgan and Varric were merely advisors in the game. And finally, he thinks the game is so bad that it'll be the end of BioWare. When I playtested it, I told myself and my friend that this is the end. This is the end of for BioWare. This is where BioWare, they say, EA will basically pull the plug. So it seems like this is going to be the end. BioWare's end. So that's what it sounds like. And okay, I'm gonna go over that in a minute. We're gonna, and again, talk about Star Wars Outlaws. Because it's never not a good time to make fun of it. Okay. Star Wars Outlaws sales appear to have completely stagnated in a little over a month since the game released. Not shocking, the game did not look that good. It was reported by Insider Gaming that the game just sold over 1 million copies in its first month since its release on the 30th of August. That's not good. Brain Hill wrote, "We have secured a current sales figure from sources close to the game. At the time of the writing, Star Wars Outlaws has just ticked over 1 million sales worldwide. However, it's likely nearly all those sales came around the time the game's release date. It was reported by the game industry head Christopher Dring that the game sells 50% lower than Star Wars Jedi Survivor, but just 50% bigger than Avatar Frontiers of Pandora based on the UK detail charts. A week later, Star Wars Outlaws UK figures were lower than I expected, digital and physical, and did a far bit more than Avatar. More than half of Assassin's Creed Mirage, plenty of opportunity to drive more units as one we head into Q4. As noted by Nintendo Life, the game originally debuted at the top of UK charts. For reference, Nintendo Life is a UK channel or article or whatever it is. It dropped to the 5th and 3rd week. In its 3rd week, it moved back to the 4th. In its 4th week, it had fallen to 13th. By the 5th week, it went down 17th. And 6th, the most recent week, the game is cited at 30th. The game has not just fallen down the UK sales chart. A retail insider shared that with that partially that following the game's initial release, it has not sold a single copy of the game. That's not good. Twitch Tracker also notes the streams of the game are only averaging 176 viewers across an average of 32 channels. At its peak, the game had an average of 45,490 viewers across 757 channels. It notes that the average viewers declined 87% from August to September. It has actually declined over 99% if you look at the average viewers compared to the average peak of 45,490 when it launched in August. And there's the peak and there's the drop. It went from a high to a low very quickly. The game will likely see as a slight increase in players when it arrives on Steam in 21st November 2024. Probably a little bit, but not that much. But as it stands now, nearly all data points show that the gamers have already abandoned this game and have no interest in returning to it. And that is very bad news for Ubisoft, who admitted in September that the sales for the game were softer than expected. Not only did they admit sales were softer, but they lowered their second quarter net booking expectations from 500 million euros to 350 to 370 million euros. That is 30%. However, Ubisoft sure hoped that it would be able to perform a number of bug fixes and a way to sell the game during Christmas season. In response to the players' feedback, Ubisoft's development team are currently fully mobilized to swiftly implement a series of updates to polish and improve the player's experience in order to engage a large audience during the holiday season to position Star Wars Outlaws as a strong long-term performer. Looking at this data, it is hard to believe that simply doing a bunch of bug fixes will significantly boost the sales of the game. What do you make of this data? That appears to show that the gamers have buried the sales of Star Wars Outlaws and do not intend on digging it back up. Yep, it seems like they are done with this game. No one has cared about this game. I mean, the game looked buggy from the get-go, even before the game came out, and no one honestly cared to talk about it, so. And, yeah. So, okay. Refresh it and see if any new. Okay. Oh, 700 employees striking companies to return to office for an attempted force. Okay, so is it because the hard working conditions working? Oh, let's read this. The worst game of the most horrendous game ever made. I mean, let's take a look. Steam. The Steam charts of yeah. Only 3 people are playing the game. Only 3. What do you mean? You play Helldivers with him, you know why. Carano, I don't wanna. Don't pretend you don't know why I'm not giving him mod. I mean, technically I have multiple people mods, but those are more friend mods. You and Sophie are the only real mods I have on this channel. And don't pretend you don't know why I'm not modding him. We play together on Helldivers. You know the real reason. But yes, looking at this Steam chart, the game's gone real well. But apparently it was not meant to provoke. Then it's gamers. So it's not meant to provoke, but you also admit that it was going to be negatively react negatively to if you inserted gender ideology into it. Shocker there. Ragnar Tjornquist. Okay, let this be known. This game was made by Norwegians, unfortunately, because, American politics in 2016 with Donald Trump getting elected and also funded by Canadian government, like everything is. Blood of Gamergate. Alright, the CEO of Red Thread, which released Deadborn, attempted some major damage control. You're gonna need a lot to make this game. So, I think after this we're gonna talk about the whole sad state of affair Wait, I actually have something. Speaking of Canadian government, where is it? Give me 1 second. It was down here. I think I found it. No. It's okay. I might get hit. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get hit for it, but I don't think I should. Is it hypnotic? Why didn't you post it? Did you repost it? You idiot. I guess not. Okay. I guess he didn't post it, but repost it. But anyway, wait, where is it? Oh, here it is. Here's I found something while looking at it, but yeah, who would have thought that a game made by Sweeping Inc., which is the next Gamergate, was going to be a failure? Who would have thought at that point? Okay, back to this point. I tried finding it. I might find it later. Okay. Tucker admitted that he expected there to be a debate over the radical political agenda he had inserted into the game. Shocker there. With the characters that were so different, we didn't think it would be close that a group would fight against a fascist regime. You didn't think it would be controversial that you'd make a game so horrendous that everyone equally hates it? And say we made this game because of 2016 American politics? You didn't think that was going to be controversial? Really? I didn't think many people would want to live in a police state. And our version of the U.S. is by no means real. Well, no. No kidding. Because JFK didn't... This is a world where JFK didn't get assassinated for his wife, so of course it's not real America. However, this does not be true at all. In an interview with PSU, I don't know what that is, a representation for the game admitted that the entire concept came from Donald Trump's campaign for the President of the United States back in 2016. So you say it wasn't supposed to be divisive, but then a representative admits that his election in 2016 inspired this game. Make it make sense, please. But the representative revealed the idea behind Dustborn's setting and characters were also influenced by a series of political events that were deeply affected us all, beginning in the summer of 2016 and continuing until, well, today. I'm not sure how to tell you this, but the last 4 years he wasn't president. Maybe he felt like that way because the current one was did not act like president at all. Maybe that's why you think he's been a president for the last 8 years? But he was only there for 4, not 8. Okay, as a game developer, we wanted to tell a story that felt relevant. That felt thematically timely with a cast of characters that could more accurately represent our player base and this setting, and to hopefully have some positive impact on the world. In addition to being an entertaining game, the representative added, I can say, after watching Hypnotic, it certainly was not an entertaining game. It was painful to watch, and I imagine it was more painful to play. In fact, Tornquist proved himself a liar when he was asked about the game, including a gender ideology. He said, the use of pronouns have become relatively established in the games, but we knew people could react to that. But it was the reality we wanted to present. Okay, so you wanted gender ideology, but expected no backlash. Is that what I'm hearing? He then added, we feel we've made a game that's primarily about the politics. It's more about language and relationship between people. We don't feel we've made the game about really? Is that okay? Turnquist's forked tongue was also highly apparent when he was asked if the game was satire. He said, I think the game speaks for itself. It's over the top in many ways, colorful, inspired by comic books, has fight sequences against giant robotic mascots, and has a sarcastic view of the world. It doesn't take itself very seriously, clearly because this game was atrocious, so the game is a joke. He elaborated, I hope people can see the game and understand that it's an alternate world, something that also applies to the story. The game may be a dystopian reflection of the world, but the story is not written for realism. It is done with humor and exaggeration. It's very much tongue-in-cheek. No bloody kidding. As noted above, a representation for it previously made it clear it was made in reaction to Donald Trump's campaign for the President of the United States back in 2016, and the developer team wanted to reflect that in the game through its themes. So, this game was made from something that happened 8 years ago. Really? Furthermore, YouTuber Madam Savvy, shout out to Madam Savvy for that, share that those themes involving bullying, manipulating people who do not support your woke ideology and its destructive agenda, she wrote next. You want to tell a story about the power of words. Why did you choose to use the power of words of hate and hurt for the main characters? Why are we forced to use the words of violence against our own friends? These are unavoidable moments no matter what you choose, what you do. Question, yeah. From what I watched Hypnotic play, you cannot... I mean, you basically have to be a terrible person in this game. There's no avoiding. You just have to be a piece of crap. She questioned, you say you want to build a world where everyone can feel safe. Then why did every single person we come across have their life ruined by the player character in the group? Why aren't the power of pack something like salve or healing? Why is everything based on manipulation? Because that's what they live by, manipulation and gaslighting and all this stuff. Madam Savvy continued, Where was the love that when we bullied Fred and lied about her? Pax's mother grows opium for a cult that's never mentioned again. Is that love? Why would she put her own people in danger by growing opium of all things? It's a highly addictive drug, and it can be used to keep people compliant. I'm sure you understand what I'm insinuating. She then reiterated, is it friendship when we are forced to manipulate our friends to bully Theo? Why can't we prank Sai while she prays, but we can prank Theo who has done nothing wrong? For you to write what you did, you must like certain modern SpongeBob Squidward torture episodes where he doesn't do anything to deserve it. Oh, they sent an apology? Oh, thank you for coming. Oh. Did they feedback, respectful criticism? well, you weren't respectful to anybody. Unsurprisingly, after repeatedly lying, Tornquist decided to project onto his critics, telling game no number. It seems like people twist everything that we say in malicious intent. They've created a narrative that Red Thread is a corrupt making propaganda. That's what it was. But the fact is, we've made a game we want to talk about and share with others. It's not for everyone, and they don't have to play it. Well, that's the last part is kind of a respectable thing. It's like they don't have to play it if they don't like. It's not made for everybody. That's how games should be made. It should be made for certain people and not made for others. But this game is kind of, yeah, that's what I've called it. I've called it TDS the game. Other people have called it Antifa the game. Either way, it's It's both those things. It's TDS and Antifa. It is literally made because of Donald Trump election in 2016, which he was only there for 4 years, not 8. So I still don't get it. Okay, moving on. Unsurprisingly, oh wait, I already did that. I mean, it's not for everyone and they don't have to play it. That's how games should be made. It's made for some people, and it's not supposed to be made for everybody. That's how games should be made. But this is a bit different. The game quite literally is a political propaganda, as Madame Sevi noted on X. I'm not sure how people with powers who admit to being a con artist can be oppressed, or people with money. No is rich, and Pax is openly manipulative people to avoid situations. You are forced into triggering your friends, and none of your actions cause any consequences. They'll always reassure you that you did the right thing. There's also a clip of, I don't know, Kotaku, of course. She then continued, interesting enough, justice is never actually shown to do anything wrong. When you visit your own mother, she's running a cult into the woods. And like any cult who needs to make money, they grow illegal drug plants. Opium to be exact. It's also interesting how we are forced to bully and lie about Fred, the barefoot ginger queen, who just wants us to leave. If the mother is so caring and good, why would she put her people in harm's way by growing opium? Fred is left to be reprogrammed, and we never hear back from her. I hope she found some shoes. This review also fails to mention how much about the memes and disinformation, or rather the fact that player character is the source of disinformation. It also fails to mention that we are forced into bullying our friend Theo, who is a good Catholic Mexican, while he's having a minor crisis of belief, she shared. On the other hand, you aren't allowed to mess with the bully the sex-obsessed overweight Psy, the artist after paint tool sale, Psy, while she engaged in Muslim prayer. Okay, I think I see a pattern here. Is that you aren't allowed to bully or be mean to any character as long as the character isn't Christian. And if they're Christian, that's the only character you're allowed to bully. And that character also is conveniently a guy, but you're also bullying a minority. So with all these logics, it still is not great. It's like, oh, he's Mexican, which I guess Mexican's also white in your terms. Okay. Okay. I'm surprised you didn't touch on the... Oh, this is gonna be a fun part. Oh wait. The game. 4 months pregnant and something you don't learn until 8 hour 8 of the game is a problem. The prince finally gone. Suddenly everyone knows. Yeah, the whole story of the game is quite literally stupid. Okay, furthermore, Andrea Enjar of Midnight's Edge, Andre Ekna of Yard shared his own personal opinion that the Norwegian Films Institute panel that approved of the grant money should, at the very least, be questioned and likely replaced. From where I'm standing, the commercial response to this game and instant aversion to it was incredibly predictable, and if those on the panel didn't see that coming a mile away, then perhaps it should be questioned if they resume aside are too out of touch with actual gamers to surf on any such panel.
Dustborn may...
Okay, actually we're not going to watch that. Okay, nevertheless, Turquoise continued his gaslighting, this time addressing the game's financial success. He said, Dustborn is not a flop. The game has received mixed reviews, but also lots of positive feedback. Those who actually play it seem to enjoy it. Dustborn isn't selling as much as we would like, but we're proud of it and think it's a good game. Those who actually play it seem to enjoy it. Where? Dang it. Okay. A second. Does this say, enjoyment to you? Does this signal, people enjoy this game? Does it? I don't think it does. Anyway. Hilariously gamer, no, then shares the Turquoise does not even have sales data for the game. The outlet shares the publisher. Quantic Dream holds the detailed sales figures, so Turquoise doesn't have the full oversight yet. There's the hat. Regardless, Torn declares, even though it's not an immediate success, it has sold more than what people are saying online. I can say that. What, more than 3 copies? Congratulations. He then admits, our initial internal goals for Dustborn haven't been met, but that doesn't mean it's a flop. I think it does. In fact, he goes on to claim that it could take years for the game to find an audience. It can take months and years for a story-driven game like this to find their audience, so we're not dissatisfied. If a game... Okay, let me say something real quick. If a game is good, it will find success instantly. If a game is bad, then no one will want it, and that's what this game is. I mean, even if a game is like not popular but it's still good, it will maybe take a few months to find an audience. But a game is this bad, no one's going to play it. Nobody. All right. Anyway. Ragnar Torquus is a perfect example of 3 laws of an SJW. For quick reminder, as explained by Vox Day. Laws are always lie. 3 laws are SJWs always lie, SJWs always double down, and SJWs always project. Exactly. Okay. Furthermore, he's also part of the seething article class as defined by novelist Isaac Young. Young shared in a recent video that this class wishes to avert all film, TV, and literature achievement for the sake of applauding themselves and humiliating their enemies, and in this task they have unequivocally succeeded. He also notes that he's part of this class, he will not be able to produce truly great art given he cannot conceptualize anything except through politics as demonstrated in Dustborn. Moderate artists must swear their souls to towing the eternal party line, which itself is just narcissism that or they make work so brain dead that it couldn't possibly be a threat to anyone. This is why the woke will never produce a great work of art. To do so would require believing in something beyond power, beyond politics, and the woke cannot capitalize anything except their politics. Yeah, sounds about right. Yeah. All right. The last thing, I just saw that, so I was gonna just talk about it before I talked about. Remember to be developing Hogwarts Definitive Edition 10. More content. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna sit that right there. Actually, we'll talk about. This one came out today, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. So first thing first, he said something about I don't care about warm Palestinian people, and maybe was a bit too aggressive, and maybe said some things in a way that was kind of stupid to say. But he wasn't wrong saying those things. It's just the way he said it wasn't the best. But why would he, an American, care about a country in the Middle East that is, their group of people are known for not being the best of people, and also it's a country that he has no control over, so why would he care? I mean, the best thing you can do in this situation is not care about either. I don't care. Just don't care about either side. That's the best way to do it. Okay. Streamer Asmongold recently issued an apology, and I will say the apology was hard to watch. I watched the full thing. Thank you, Hypnotic, for that one. And it looked like he had his wings cut from him. I'm not sure if he's going to be completely a slave now to... I'm not sure, but he looks defeated. I mean, just... Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't think that's wrong. I'm not going to play out of fear of... Actually... Yeah. Okay. Another on the war clip uploaded by Drumler. If you want to consider genocide as killing of a group of people, they have a genocide built into Sharia law right now. So no, I'm not going to cry over a river when people who have genocide that's baked into laws are getting genocide. I don't give a rat's ass. They're terrible people. It's not even a question. It's crazy that people don't see it that way. Yeah. I don't think that's incorrect. Maybe the way you said it, maybe a little too harsh, but hey. He then asserted they're doing the same thing. How much did they kill? Okay, yes, they can. Yada 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 yada. It was us. They come from inferior culture. Yeah, I mean, Middle East. I think this is the part that was the problem. The inferior culture part. Hey, one thing is they are quite literally born to hate Israel. Not that I care about either. They both have their own problems going. Both sides are bad. Both sides aren't good, I wouldn't say. I don't care about either side, really. I don't feel sorry. I don't care. I don't support them. Yeah. Don't support either side. I mean, the best decision you could say is just not make a statement on it. I just wouldn't. I mean, yeah, of course no one should have their life destroyed. I mean, the innocents involved, yes, but the people who actually, then they don't deserve to. Okay, and yeah, I mean, if he actually thinks he did the wrong in this, then that's fine, apologize. But also, if you're apologizing, it seems like you're afraid or something. It's like, I don't mind apologizing. It's something I did. Given the amount of times I've gotten hate for things and never apologized. Yeah, you've. Let this be a reminder. He attacked Melanie Mac for her Christian views. And he didn't apologize then. Why? Because she's a Christian and no one's going to. I mean, his comments were on her side both times he first attacked her and then back. And also, double down. All the comments were in support of Melanie Mac. Oddly and funny enough. Anyway, it's a Christian, so he doesn't have to apologize over attacking Christian, where any other religion, of course, you have to. In a 20-minute video on YouTube, he issued a lengthy apology. He said, "I made some comments about Palestine and also about Hamas, basically opinions that were trivializing the genocide, what's happening here, and I don't really want to mince words or like, oh, it wasn't justified or, promoting it. I said something about it that was disgusting, and I said that I didn't care about innocent people getting killed by another force or anything. I think that's horrible, disgusting, mean-spirited to say." Well, that is true. Saying you don't care about innocents getting killed is a bit harsh, but, it's whatever. I don't think it's racist, but I'm using language like, yeah, whatever. On the bright side, he gets to clean his room. Also, with religion, I think the main problem is grouping everyone together. That goes with anything that's like, oh, all you grifters, you're terrible. Like, don't let yourself become idolized, captured by a worldview to the point where it makes you so unreasonable that you turned into what you're fighting against. No one wins when I stand behind a statement that's false from. Yeah. Yeah. My self-esteem. You think that means the first stream bag is going to be playing dashboard and promoting Sweet Baby? I think you'll be very disappointed. I'm not changing anything other than try to be more positive and less mean-spirited. Yeah. To a point, he removed you're getting too harsh on my stream. Yeah, real life. 0 versus a 1 sport. Wait, what? What's that? Well, Lu Wong is Dark Souls, so I guess that makes sense. Yeah, okay. That's good, I guess. It's like, he's concerned to do with his sponsor, so it wasn't even the top 5 first thing that's said. Wanted to step away from leadership and take a break from all that for a while now. Over a year. Because there are a lot of commitments and compounded on top, maintaining my schedule, ruining my life. Also, I'm not involved with them. Why would it matter what I say? Alright. Hopefully, you can all see this was a macro issue. Yeah. What is it? Oh. Yeah, okay. When was this? 1 day ago. Okay. Yeah. So. Yeah, let's. Yeah, it's a good thing that he's saying I'm not going to be promoting Sweet Baby Inc. because. So he just wants to be a bit more. It seems like he wants to be nicer than how he's been, which, and on the bright side, I guess a good side for this is he, gets to clean his room. Because, goodness, my God. That's a little rough. Okay, that's going to be the end of the stream for this week. I will see you on Monday. And probably going whatever crazy news comes out next week. We will see. Until next time, I'll catch you later. Bye.
Opinion. Just one tiny problem with it. Inspecting your post, it looks like your opinion is different from mine. Let me tell you something. I am the baseline for opinions. Any opinion I hold is objectively correct, and as a result, any other opinions are wrong. Guess what? You happen to hold a wrong one. I hope you know that your opinion is now illegal. I have contacted the FBI, the CIA, the NSA, the Navy SEALs, Secret Service, and your mom. You'll be sorry you ever shared your opinions. By the time you're reading this, you'll be done for. Nature will punish you. Humanity will punish you. Supernatural beings will punish you. Space will punish you. We decided just to make sure we'll nuke your house from orbit, so there's no chance you can run away. Everyone will know you will die. It's a small price to pay to remove your wrong opinion from this world.
See you in Carano.
Welcome to the Blizzard Arena.
And the quest for a champion begins today.
The anticipation has been building, and it is finally time. We are live.
Are you
That is a really... Can you get over the roof there? Oh my.
Oh my,
what a play! What a grab!
Another jump here on high ground. Super goes forward but gets stuck up. The EMP comes in and ding! He rains down hell from above!
Here comes Pine. Gets one, gets two. Looking for a bit more, gets another one.
Tuno's down again. The Herald's disaster generally with a fusion, and Carpe wasn't far behind. Prophet! He's killed 4 players now on his own!
From Vancouver, locks him in the sound barrier. Sound the bomb coming in from Gina. Oh my god! He does it again!
Flutter now moving onto the Widowmaker, taking the clutch into his own hands. The headshot after headshot after headshot.
Okay, I like this for the Gladiators. They're going to try and circle around. I'm going to call this the merry-go-round because it makes me laugh. Makes me happy, and Shotball switches to the Widowmaker at just the right time!
Oh! The Raven!
I'm the best tracer in the world.
Oh my word!
I mean, you could have told me that you spoke English, honestly.
The fans never thought they'd see this day. It took 43 matches. Feels like a really emotional moment here